All right, let us now cross over to and listen to KMPDU discussing after meeting Cabinet Secretary Health Nakhumicha.
No, we were in a conversation, a consultative discussion, and there is no any agreement that is there between us and the ministry on the interstate policy, because we have not been told the problem with the current policy. So it is very difficult to have a conversation on a new policy where we do not know what is the problem with the current policy. And therefore, we have not even seen any document that showing that is a draft of the new policy. So we believe that interns that need to be posted should be pegged on the collective bargaining agreement, which is a court order, and the current policy that's in existence. Because we have also heard that there is a lot of discussion, there's a promise and conversation that there was a plan to reduce the salaries of interns, there's a plan to reduce the salary of doctors. And this is something we can't allow. And that's part of the reason why we are on this particular strike, because we want to protect the salary gains we got in 2017, the salary gains we got in 2011. Otherwise, if we don't protect them, then we know very well that the government are looking for mechanisms to actually reduce this. Because we've seen that happening with SRC, when last year, they actually brought a proposal to remove our non-practice allowance. Probably these are the same review policies that want to be reviewed, which will take the intern salaries downwards. We can't accept that, and we can't discuss that. We have fully complied to the court order. And the court gave 6 orders, and I think it's very important that you read them. The 6th order told us to suspend the strike, pegged on the institution of a one nation approach. That order number 542 came before number 6. So we must have that meeting, agree on the issues that we have raised, have a return to work formula that suspends the strike. That's how the court gave that order, and the judge was very wise to put it as the last order. So we are not in contempt of any particular court orders. And again, I must say that if we don't have that one nation approach on the issues, it is us as a union who will take the government for contempt. Thank you.
I have a question on the strike. You say it's day 5 of the strike, and on the first day of the strike, we went around hospitals in Nairobi, but so services were still going on as usual. And the hospital, some of the hospital management say no service was interrupted. So we'd like to know what is the extent of this strike? Is it partial strike? Is it termination of the strike? Are there facilities exempted from the strike?
Initially, we as a union gave a minimum services to be undertaken to some facilities, and that probably we're just doing outpatients. But if you can go visit the hospital wards, then you will understand what we are saying, and you will see the ramification of this. Again, when you see anybody in the hospital putting a white coat, not everybody who put on a white coat is a doctor. You can even see people with white coats in the butchery, delivering meats in the hospitals. Yeah. And again, for the administrators, they are politicians. We do not do public relations with people's health. When a doctor is there to treat, he's there. People will know. When a doctor is not there, he's not there. And it is not our pride to be out of work. And as I said earlier, it is the government who went on strike before us. We have just joined them, and therefore they have to ensure that they expunge the contempt that they have done for us before we resume our duties. Thank you. Yeah. For example, we have career progression, which is the postgraduate studies that doctors who have worked for more than 2 years need to be released for postgraduate. This is an issue that has to be done by counties. We have the promotions where we have many consultants in the counties being paid salary of interns, but on the posting letter that are assigning them duty, they are actually consultants. We want these ones also resolved by different counties. The issue of basic salary of the CBA has to be undertaken by both national government and the county government, the issues of employment. So we cannot say that we can fragment the issue of healthcare for the ministry and healthcare for the counties, because as a ministry, it is in charge of the all healthcare of the country. And that's why when we talk about the UHC, it's not going to be only UHC at the Ministry of Health. It's the UHC for the Kenyans in the different villages where they live. Therefore, government must actually look at an holistic approach to issue of healthcare. We can't only devolve healthcare when it comes to services, but then we have it on for us when it comes to funds. Yeah. We have, as we said earlier, we are ready for meetings every time, and when we are invited, we honor it. And I must say, the meeting that we had today with the ministry, we preempted them to give us the meeting because we wanted to discuss these issues. Today, we have seen a letter coming from the Ministry of Labor and also inviting the Principal Secretary from the Public Service, all the teams that were mentioned there. And there will be a meeting tomorrow, 10 a.m. at the Ministry of Labor. As we said, we'll attend all the meetings because we need a resolution to this. We don't need promises. We need solutions. We need results. We need outcomes. Thank you. So essentially, our strike is on.
Thank you. Solidarity. Let us sing the song of the workers of the world. Listen to the words.